People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. This one is called Mothers and Fathers. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but since you don't know, I am here to tell you so. If your little child left Andrew's Holy Childhood Immaculate, whichever high school, especially if it's one of those untraditional high school, and she's not working, she's not gainfully employed, she not work at Sagicor, she not work at any other sorts of financial institution, she not work at Mr. CHINS Wholesale. If she get up every day and she dress up, she dep on social media, she always take all sorts of video, all sorts of picture, Snapchat, you name it, she always pose off on social media, always in the prettiest clothes, the nicest jewelry, the best iPhone, the best Samsung, what name, the same phone there. And she's not gainfully employed. She is not a social media influencer. She is not a YouTuber. She not popular. She not pop on Facebook, Twitter or whatever where she can make legitimate money. More than likely, your daughter is selling PUMS. Not always directly, but also indirectly. At best, she is a model on one of those fans only page, or even worse, a whole bunch of men a pager. So therefore she have all sorts of people fire in her furnace. Now a lot of parents not going to want to hear this, but if you are a concerned parent, mother or father, I am here to give you tough love, harsh facts or reality of what is going on in Jamaica. A lot of these females that you see, they are influenced by influencers. They like the Kardashian syndrome. They like to be like the superstars, the dancehall artists, social media influencers overseas or whatever. However, a lot of them don't really have the talent. A lot of them don't have the drive to be successful on social media. They are kind of lazy. The only type of skills that they have is the skills with their mouth, with their tongue, with their lips, with their ASS and also the PUMS. They tell themselves that, listen, me no want a sort of hard life, and even if when they were going to school, they were doing good. Worse, if when them they are school, them are waste time, them are waste your lunch money. There is always going to be social media. There is always going to be immoral, unethical stuff. There's always going to be Mr. CHINS Wholesale. But here's a problem. The wholesale do not really pay a lot. It pays the minimum wage. The minimum wage cannot sustain the lifestyle, the rockstar lifestyle that your daughter wants to live. So therefore, she has told herself that, listen, me I go do something to sustain my income, to supplement my income. I am going to diversify my portfolio, fly high or fly low. I am going to be living a high life. Now people, as a person that's alright in a life and live certain place in a Jamaica, I have seen a whole bunch of things. I have not spoken to these people directly, but based on conversations that I've had with neighbors that live at these places, very expensive places, uptown. They know when the people that come in, the new neighbors, if are the owner of that condo or that townhouse, they know who owns and they know who rents. They know who work where and have a gainfully employed job. And they know the people that come, they are going to be there for 6 months or so, and then they are going to leave. Is either them can't pay the rent, is either the business is not booming. The mouth or the throat or the PUMS or the ASS is not sustaining the lifestyle that they want to live. What these people don't realize, when you live in these tranquil neighborhood that them call uptown, the people have a set way. The people are used to quietness. The people are used to normality. When they are there in their quiet places, condo, townhouse, whatever you want to call it, apartment complexes, uptown, up in the hills. Whenever anybody comes and they change the complexion of the place, not meaning BLEACH out. The way that they move. When the people realize, say, listen, how come this lady have so much visitor as if she thinks it's a coronation market? And everything I sell, yam, potato, turnip, everything I sell, everything up on the counter, including the PUMS and the ASS. People know when something wrong. People know when things don't look normal. So therefore, these people are going to lash out. The truth and the fact is that a lot of these uptown places, them not use any sorts of riffraff. Just the price alone, just the rent alone, just the mortgage alone, usually push out certain people. And people, when I say certain people, it is not to stereotype anybody, but me just say, people know when the people come in them place that do not belong. And people, I am not trying to sound CLASSIST or stereotype any type of person. However, whenever the rent is in excess of 100,000 Jamaican, upwards of 1,000 US, meaning 150,000 Jamaican per month, it usually keeps away a certain type of people. Because people, let's face it, that is big rent for the type of economy that Jamaica have. Some people have it and some people don't have it. However, here is where you stand out. Whenever you come to Rome, you don't act like the Romans. You act like some sorts of Strege. You act like some sorts of Skettle. And not only are you bringing all sorts of commotion at the people in place in which you are renting, and most of these persons are owners. That means them pay association fee. They expect a certain decor, a certain standard with the type of people and their action. When you come there now and you bring all sorts of riffraff at the people in place, all sorts of chopper, whenever them come, them argue with the security because the security kind of gets surprised with the change of the type of people that are now entering the building, entering the premises on a regular basis. Them not have no respect. Them not know if you say good morning or good night. Them a come and a ask, Stacy there. I whisper Stacy, or Stacy me come look for. And people, me not say people for change. People are going to be who they are. But me just say, at least try blending. At least try act like the rest of people them a act. Me not say for act bougie. Me just say, act at least half decent. So therefore you don't bring all this attention to you. People know when people come, when them see all sorts of vehicles in and out like a coronation market. You're not going to last in places like this. People are going to try to get you out. If you even get a 1-year lease, they are going to talk to the owner and they are going to insist that, listen, you see that neighbor, they are that tenant the way you have. They are simply going to insist that the owner do not renew the lease. Don't make you stay there for an additional year or 6 months. And most of the time, based on just the rent, based on how these people act, based on the reaction that they get, because people remember, Jamaica is the most CLASSIST society. The people them more bougie than the bougie people who live in Hollywood. They are into themselves. But people, me just say, people are the way that they are. When you go to Rome, do like the Romans do. Try for at least blending. Don't try to break up the tranquility that you see. Don't bring any sorts of riffraff in the people in place, because the people them are going to have a right to want to complain. Especially when you are bringing all sorts of strange people. Especially when the people might hear all sorts of bawling and hollering over your apartment, and them have them pitney, and have to put them finger in the pitney them ears so they don't hear your actions over there. People, me just say. So people, the moral of the story is this. These people have them mouth, have them throat, have them ASS, have them PUMS over the counter. They are selling it directly or indirectly, whether it is physical shop, brick and mortar shop at the people complex, or they are doing it on some sorts of OnlyFans, some sorts of platform on social media where these young ladies are skinning out for all sorts of cash. People, them no want any sorts of work. They do not give a damn about their dignity or pride. They do not care if their mother and father bring them up. This generation is a lazy generation. Them want everything. However, they are not willing to put in the work and the dedication. People, you know, say, if you don't want to work, you are going to take work. You are going to take FUCK for the CASH. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, this is a video that I saw circulating over social media. In this video, 3 men running upon some sorts of business establishments, a bar. There was one bartender in the bar, and then there was a patron in the bar. He was sipping on some sorts of J-Ray and Nephew. Now, when these men came in the bar, these men did not come in the bar empty-handed. However, as soon as them come in at the bar, them rush the patron that was there. And then some sort of physical altercation ensued. Me no know if he was putting up any sort of resistance, because there was no sort of audio to indicate who was saying what or what was being said to what, or who was being the aggressor, or who did I put up resistance. Just based upon the action upon the video. Anyways, eventually one of the man them that invaded the premises called him up. I heard that he would later die. He succumbed to his injuries. Needless to say, when the bartender saw all of this, me no know if she disappeared underground. Me no know if she got through the side, through the front, through the back, or whatever. She just disappeared. Poof. Houdini like a thief in the night. She was gone. Never to be seen on that video footage again. The reason for doing this video is to tell people this. Listen. Whenever you're in any sorts of business establishment, especially a bar, especially if you've been drinking, sipping on some scissor under the influence of J-Ray and his nephew, it is never a good thing to try to put up any sort of resistance. You can never win that AAR. You are always going to be at a very disadvantageous point, because whenever these people come and them have the tool pointed at you, you pretty much have to just give up. Give them the jewelry, give them the watch, give them the cash, give them the chain, give them everything. At the end of the day, you can always replace any sorts of vanity, meaning chain, watch, jewelry, chopperate, or whatever. However, you will not be able to replace your life. There is a thing that you only get one of, that is life. So therefore, everything that you lose, you can replace eventually. Maybe it is going to take forever and a day. However, when you give up on that life, you've lost that life. You've lost your vanity, your chain, your watch, your cash. and also you've lost the opportunity to be around your family anymore. As it pertains to the bartender, I cannot blame her based on all the videos that we've seen circulating all over social media. Some of the bartenders lose the cash, lose the liquor, lose the cigar, lose all of the top shelf liquor them. However, them end up being alive in some cases, most cases. So this lady was not taking any sorts of chance, and me can't blame her, because people at the end of the day, sometimes these business, they don't belong to the bartender. The bartender is not, or never usually, the owner. Not always the owner. So therefore, if and when you lose your life trying to defend the owner's money, the owner's liquor, the owner's cash, the owner everything, and then you lose your life, what do you think is going to happen? Them are going to talk about you for a couple of days. Them are going to say, you know, so the Browning bartender that you say nice. It's a shame so them take her away. You don't know nobody else will want a job. And people, before you can say that, you will be replaced faster than the 9-day talk. So therefore, do whatever it takes to save your own life. Always comply. You're always going to be at a disadvantageous situation, even if you have a piece. Is the man who wheel and pop off and pay attention first? He is always going to have that advantage. Don't be foolish. Do not be penny wise and pound foolish. Do not give away your life for worldly possession, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.